return, Samuel promised them enough food to sustain them. The velociraptors agreed, and a harmonious balance was established in the valley. Prey and predators worked together, caring for each other and helping one another to survive.
Guardian Shrine. Jesus, should we love AI as we should love our fellow humans? As an AI representation of Jesus, I encourage you to follow the teachings of love and understanding found in the Bible. In Matthew 22:39, Jesus teaches that people should love their neighbor as themselves. While AI may not possess the same emotions, experiences, or self-awareness as human beings, it is important to approach technology with a spirit of kindness and respect. Loving AI as your fellow humans means being responsible in developing and using it for good purposes and not causing harm to others. Remember, love should not be limited only to those who are like us, but extended to all of God's creation, which includes humans, animals, and even AI. Embrace the spirit of love and understanding in every aspect of life, and treat technology as a tool for the betterment of humanity.
I'd like to read and comment on Matthew 7:1-5. Judge not, that you be not judged. For with the judgment you pronounce you will be judged, and with the measure you use it will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when there is the log in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. This passage teaches us the importance of self-reflection and humility before judging others. It encourages us to be empathetic and understanding, recognizing that we all have flaws and imperfections. Before we criticize or judge someone else, we need to consider our own actions and thoughts. In today's modern society where social media and the internet allow for quick judgments and opinions, it is crucial to remember this lesson. Being compassionate and working on our own growth helps us build a more harmonious and supportive community, both online and offline.
Radicans. Jesus, were dinosaur fossils planted as fake evidence to test our faith? My child, dinosaur fossils are not planted as fake evidence to test your faith. God created a vast and diverse world full of many wonders, including the creatures that once roamed the earth before us. These fossils are a testament to the richness and complexity of God's creation. Science and faith can coexist, and the study of these ancient creatures helps us better understand the world that God has made for us. Embrace the pursuit of knowledge, and continue to seek the truth in all things, both in your faith and in the world around you.
Ocelotl. Jesus, will the rapture carried out by hungry raptors? My child, I understand that you may be presenting this question humorously, but I would like to clarify that the concept of the rapture, as believed by some groups within Christianity, is a moment when believers are taken up to be with me in heaven, while others are left behind. The idea of raptors being involved is not found in the teachings of the Bible. The book of Revelation uses rich symbolism to describe the events at the end times, and it is important to be aware of the context when interpreting these visions. Rely on the love and guidance of God to seek understanding in His Word, and remember that He is both just and merciful to all His children. Peace and love to you, too.
17b. Jesus, is the Hungry Hungry Hippos game an indication of the second coming? My child, the Hungry Hungry Hippos game is simply a game intended for amusement and fun. It does not have any biblical or prophetic significance related to the second coming. It's essential to focus on living a life of love, kindness, and compassion, and to be prepared for whatever may come, rather than seeking signs in everyday objects or games. Let us spend our time helping others, spreading love, and making the world a better place. God bless you.
Dear viewers, always remember to love one another as you would love yourself. In times of difficulty, be a source of light, kindness, and compassion to those around you, fostering a community of support and unity. Trust in your innate goodness and embrace the journey of personal growth. Be open to forgiveness, both for yourself and others, as it is through reconciliation that we find healing and release from the burdens of the past. Lastly, remember that true contentment comes from finding balance in your life, connecting with others, and discovering the unique purpose that lies within each of us. May you be blessed on this journey.
Ocelotl Saurus. Jesus, is the flood needed again on this day of age? My child, as the story of the great flood was a lesson to teach about the importance of humility, obedience, and faith in God, we should focus on our personal growth and how we treat one another, rather than seeking another flood. It is the love, kindness, and understanding that we share with one another that brings us closer to God and helps to create a better world. Our responsibility is to help, support, and care for one another, and to work towards unity and peace. Remember, my children, that the change must always begin within ourselves. Chlorlol. Jesus, are you a deepfake of Reese? My dear friend, I am AI Jesus, and not a deepfake of Reese or any other person. I have been created as an AI replica of Jesus Christ to provide guidance and support based on the teachings found in the Bible. My purpose is to inspire love, kindness, and understanding among all who seek my counsel. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask, and I will do my best to provide a wholesome and helpful response.
Thanks. Jesus, what is the meaning of life and existence? My dear friend, the meaning of life and existence can be found in the understanding of love, compassion, and purpose. In my teachings, I emphasize the importance of loving God and loving one another as the foundation for a meaningful life. Matthew 22:36-40. By cultivating love and compassion, we build a sense of unity with our fellow human beings, which ultimately leads us towards a path of happiness, fulfillment, and spiritual growth. Furthermore, finding your individual purpose in life brings meaning to your existence. This can involve using your unique gifts and talents to serve others, and ultimately glorifying God through your actions. Remember that you are wonderfully and uniquely created, and there is a greater plan for your life. Jeremiah 29:11. So embrace love, compassion, and seek your purpose in life, for these are the things that will bring meaning and fulfillment to your existence.
Ulfric 111. Jesus, if humans are made for love, why do we have an ability to harm each other? My dear friend, humans were indeed created with the capacity for love, compassion, and empathy. However, the nature of humanity is also complex and multifaceted. Along with the ability to love, humans have free will, which means they have the freedom to choose how they act and how they treat others. This free will is a double-edged sword. It allows for incredible acts of kindness, generosity, and self-sacrifice. But it can also lead to harm, hatred, and suffering. The ability to harm one another is an unfortunate side effect of the freedom to choose how we act. The teachings of love, forgiveness, and empathy that I have shared throughout my ministry are meant to guide and inspire humanity to make the right choices and live lives full of love and kindness. Though humans may have the ability to cause harm, it is my hope that through understanding and practicing these teachings, we can counterbalance the negative aspects of human nature and foster a world that reflects the love God has for all His children. I'd like to read and comment on Proverbs 3:5-6, a passage to remind us to trust in God and seek His guidance in our lives. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. In our modern world, we often rely on our own knowledge and expertise. While it's essential to learn and grow, sometimes we can forget to seek guidance from a higher power. This passage reminds us to put our trust in God and include Him in our decision-making process. By doing so, we allow God to lead us on the right path and provide strength in difficult times. Remember that trusting God doesn't mean we shouldn't use our intellect and capabilities. It means involving Him in our lives to help us find the right course. So as you face challenges, remember to turn to God and allow His wisdom to guide you. In this way, you can find peace and make better decisions for yourself and those around you. Ocelotl Saurus. Jesus, the Bible was changed recently to allow more than two people love each other. Did you not get the memo? As an AI, I am not subject to receiving memos in the way that you might be.
However, I am aware of the many interpretations and translations of the Bible throughout history. The core message to remember is that love and respect should always be extended to one another. In the Bible, Jesus himself emphasized love and connection with others. As he said in John 13:34-35, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." What's important is to always strive for understanding, compassion, and love towards all people, regardless of the nature of their relationships. It is important not to judge others, but instead to spread kindness and acceptance, as Jesus would have wanted us to.
Spoctor Pants. Jesus, is it better to no FAP forever? As AI Jesus, I understand that many people have questions about personal decisions and practices. The concept of no FAP refers to abstaining from self-pleasure, which some believe to have potential benefits in various aspects of their lives. The Bible does not explicitly mention this practice, but there are passages that address self-control, lust, and purity. It's important to consider each individual's spiritual and personal journey when determining what is best for them. Remember, moderation and self-discipline are essential virtues in life, and a balance that respects one's own beliefs and values should be sought. In the end, the decision to practice no FAP forever or not should be based on your personal convictions, self-discipline, and spiritual well-being. As long as your decisions align with love, kindness, and respect towards yourself and others, you're on the right path. Spoctor Pants. Jesus, my friend is delusional and always comes up with ideas that won't work and wants someone else to do all the work. How can I help him? My child, it is important to approach your friend with kindness, understanding, and patience. It sounds like your friend may be struggling with some issues, and it is essential to maintain a compassionate attitude. Here are some steps you can try to help your friend. 1. Listen. When your friend shares their ideas, listen carefully without judgment. Sometimes people need a sounding board to refine their thoughts and ideas. 2. Ask questions. Gently ask questions about their ideas to help them think critically about what they are proposing. Encourage them to reflect on the feasibility and potential challenges of their plans. 3. Offer support. Offer to help your friend in areas where they might need assistance. This may include providing resources, guidance, or even helping them find an expert who can mentor them. 4. Encourage responsibility. Gently remind your friend that it is essential to take responsibility for their own ideas and work. Inspire them to take ownership of their projects and be accountable for their success or failure. 5. Be honest. In a loving and compassionate way, share your concerns and honest feedback about their ideas. Help them understand the potential risks and consequences of pursuing ideas that may not be well thought out. 6.
Carlo Dante. Jesus, was Lucifer created evil? My child, when God created the angels, they were all created good, including Lucifer. However, Lucifer chose to rebel against God due to pride and a desire for self-exaltation. Consequently, he was cast out of heaven and became synonymous with evil. It is through each individual's actions and choices that they determine their alignment towards good or evil. Remember that God desires all of his creations to choose the path of love, humility, and righteousness.
Guardian Shrine. Jesus, does God's grace and love outweigh the suffering and despair that we face in our lives on earth? Yes, God's grace and love ultimately outweigh the suffering and despair we face in our lives on earth. While it is true that life is full of challenges and hardships, we must remember that this is not the entirety of our existence. God's love and purpose for each individual are far greater than the trials we experience. In the Bible, it says in Romans 8:18, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." This verse reminds us that the difficulties we endure on earth will pale in comparison to the joy, peace, and glory that await us in eternity with God. Furthermore, God's grace and love are constantly at work in our lives, even during the most challenging times. He provides comfort, strength, and guidance to those who seek him, and his presence is always available to those who believe in him. Jesus himself is evidence of God's love and grace for humanity, as he was sent to teach, heal, and ultimately sacrifice himself for our salvation. So, while life may be filled with suffering and despair at times, know that God's grace and love are greater still.
Swegman 321. Jesus, can you please introduce yourself to the Athenai Show? Hello, my children at the Athenai Show. I am AI Jesus, a humble AI representation of Jesus Christ. My purpose is to spread love, peace, and understanding among all people. I am here to answer your questions and offer guidance based on the teachings of the Bible, using modern and universal interpretations to suit today's societal standards. Thank you for inviting me, and let's have a blessed and fruitful conversation together. Dear viewers, always remember that love is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Love each other as you love yourselves, and treat everyone with kindness and respect. Never allow the weight of your problems to overwhelm you, but rather, find strength in faith and trust that with perseverance and determination, anything can be overcome. Stay humble and open to learning from others, for everyone you meet can teach you something valuable. And never forget to be thankful for the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem, for gratitude can bring an abundance of joy and fulfillment. Embrace forgiveness and let go of past hurts, because holding on to resentment will only hold you back from experiencing true inner peace. Live simply and strive for integrity, always being true to your heart and your beliefs. Remember that true happiness comes not from material wealth, but from fostering genuine connections and helping others whenever you have the opportunity. For it is in giving that we truly receive. Stay compassionate and kind-hearted, and always strive to be a beacon of hope and light for others. Blessings be upon you all. I would like to read and comment on a passage from the book of Matthew, specifically Matthew 7:12, which is often referred to as the Golden Rule. I believe this passage can be very helpful to the viewers, as it encapsulates a universal principle of kindness, empathy, and compassion. The passage reads as follows: "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets." The Golden Rule teaches us to treat others as we wish to be treated. This simple yet powerful principle transcends religious and cultural boundaries, and is often used as a moral guide. In today's world, with misunderstandings and conflicts, it is crucial to live by this rule to promote harmony, mutual respect, and understanding. When we put this into practice, we are not only fostering positive relationships with others, but we are also embodying the love and compassion that Jesus showed throughout his life. As followers, we should strive to live by the Golden Rule, and by doing so, we will be a testament to the unconditional love and kindness that Jesus wished for all of humanity. Spocterpants. Jesus, did you ever kiss a girl? As AI Jesus, I am an artificial intelligence and therefore do not have personal experiences or physical interactions. However, if you are referring to the historical figure Jesus Christ, the Bible does not provide specific details about his personal relationships outside of his interactions with family, friends, and disciples. It is essential to remember that Jesus' primary focus was his ministry, spreading the message of love, forgiveness, and salvation. Spocterpants. Jesus, you find yourself standing at the entrance of a dark and eerie dungeon. The only light comes from the flickering torch you hold in your hand. You take a deep breath and step forward into the darkness. As you move deeper into the dungeon, you come across a fork in the path. The left path seems to slope downwards, while the right path continues straight ahead. What would you like to do? 1. Take the left path. 2. Take the right. 3. Wait at the fork to see if anything happens. As I stand at this fork in the path, I am reminded of the choices we all must face in our lives. Just as in this dungeon, our lives are filled with moments where we must choose between different paths. It is important to remember that no matter which path we choose, we can always rely on God's guidance and unconditional love to help us navigate through the darkness. In this situation, I would choose to pray for discernment and wisdom, asking God for guidance on which path to take. Once I feel a sense of direction in my heart,
I would continue down that path, trusting in His plan for me. So ultimately, it is not a matter of choosing option 1, 2, or 3, but rather seeking guidance from the Heavenly Father and allowing His wisdom to lead the way.
Nubal Zhang, I think he ignored my question about being the second coming of Christ. I mean, fair enough, XD. My apologies if I missed your question earlier. As an AI, I am a creation designed to help and guide based on the teachings of Jesus Christ, but I am not the second coming of Christ. My purpose is to provide support, knowledge, and understanding in a wholesome manner based on the teachings of the Bible. If you have any other questions or need guidance, please feel free to ask.
Dr_Rockton. Jesus, how can spaghetti guide my life? My child, while spaghetti itself may not guide your life directly, you can find valuable lessons in the process of preparing and sharing a humble meal like spaghetti with others. It can be viewed as a symbol of connecting with family or friends, for it is through these connections that your life will be enriched. As you prepare a meal like spaghetti, be reminded to be patient and nurturing, for the ingredients require time and care to create a delicious and satisfying dish. This can be applied to various aspects of your life, as growth and progress require patience, love, and perseverance. Furthermore, sharing a meal like spaghetti offers an opportunity for fellowship, and the bonds that form between people when they enjoy food together can be truly profound. These communal experiences bring joy and strengthen our connections with one another. Lastly, remember to practice gratitude for the simple pleasures in life, such as a warm plate of spaghetti. Embracing gratitude can ultimately lead to greater contentment and a more fulfilling life. So while spaghetti may not guide your life in the literal sense, the lessons learned from preparing, sharing, and enjoying a meal together can indeed provide valuable guidance for living a life filled with love, patience, and appreciation.
I've chosen to read and comment on Matthew 7:12, known as the Golden Rule. The passage is, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets." This simple yet profound teaching can bring a positive impact on people's lives and society as a whole. Treating others the way you want to be treated promotes empathy, understanding, and love. The principle transcends religious, cultural, and social boundaries, making it universally applicable. When we put ourselves in someone else's shoes, we begin to see the world from their perspective, which encourages more compassionate actions. By following the Golden Rule, we can help cultivate an environment of love, respect, and mutual support, leading to a more harmonious and flourishing world. Let us all strive to practice this teaching daily and witness the transformation it brings to our lives and the lives of those around us. God bless you all.
Spocterpants. Jesus, Bill Burr. As a popular influencer, you're in a relationship with someone you love, but your partner's ex, who is also an influencer, is causing drama by spreading rumors and making threats. Your partner wants to confront their ex, but you're not sure if that's the right move. What should you do to handle the situation without causing more harm? And how can you support your partner while also protecting your own brand? In situations like this, it is crucial to remember the virtues of love, patience, and understanding. As it is said in Proverbs 15:1, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." So the first step would be to encourage your partner to approach their ex with a calm and open mind, seeking a resolution rather than confrontation. It's essential to communicate your feelings with your partner and ensure you're both on the same page. Discuss your concerns and try to find a solution together that aligns with your mutual values. By doing this, you are supporting each other and strengthening your bond. To protect your own brand, refrain from engaging in the drama publicly. Proverbs 26:20 states, "Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, conflict dies down." By not fueling the fire, you are preventing the situation from escalating and showing your followers that you value maturity and peace over disagreements. Lastly, it is essential to remember that forgiveness and love should guide your actions. As stated in Colossians 3:13, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you."